Are we all mixing?
This is what you have to do when you get a Dunkin' Ice coffee. I like threw my book.
So now we have a 6-minute montage of just pure chaos.
I didn't write notes.
I'm gonna actually like...
Me either. Camera's the only one that's like super...
It's because I read it first, and I read it the first week of June.
You read it fast.
When I love that book. When I was dog sitting.
Oh,
and then...
you just tell them what we're talking about.
Andrew didn't even introduce the video.
I don't know. Hey, what's up? It's Ange. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the book that we read in June called 28 Summers by Elin Hilderbrand.
Oh, you're recording already?
I started, but like, hi.
Move that bus! Like we're on Extreme Home Makeover.
Good morning, what can we get started for you?
Hi, I'm actually picking up 3 mobile orders.
Okay, the names?
One is for Angelina, one is Jessica, and one is Cameron.
Okay.
And then that's it.
You can pull it up.
Thank you.
I don't even know where to put this camera. Hold on.
You should put it here and give us
But you're screwing off its legs.
Because I don't know where to put it.
Oh my god, don't mind my dirty napkin. That's from before the gym. That's for my rice cake.
I did that too!
That's for my rice cake. Oh my god, no. She's gonna see it.
I don't care.
No, I care! She's gonna think that I already asked for 3. Anxiety. Okay.
Cameron, just too funny.
I love you. I can't.
Too funny.
Oh my god. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, forget those ice cream.
Sorry.
Angela.
Always. She's like throwing happy.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
I love the
Listen. I just gotta say something. We live in New Jersey. You gotta speed this up. We don't have time for this. We are fast moving people.
I feel like, you know the meme where they have like 8 things of water and you go over a bump and you're like, that's how I feel.
No, should we park and settle ourselves?
Yeah, probably.
Sure.
Why it's the color of, not the color that I need. Okay.
Cameron? Yes?
Little ASMR.
No, that looks okay.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Why is mine so dark?
Straws?
Whatever.
Straw ladies. Why? Look, they got the baby straws. Why didn't they give us the big straws?
There's dry
But, like,
shampoo
aren't
on
they
mine.
There's what?
I look very tan.
Look at all the sugar on the bottom.
That's why I get the liquid sugar, because I can't stand
I
that.
like to chew the
I
sugar.
don't. No.
Like a...
Are we all mixing?
This is what you have to do when you get a Dunkin' Ice coffee.
Did you get the blueberry?
No, I just got my butter pecan.
I got French
It's oat
vanilla.
milk, but...
It's okay. Oof. Don't
What did you get?
French vanilla. It's just French vanilla, but
Do you want to try the blueberry?
I do want to try it.
I like it, but I only get one thing of
pastoral
blueberry
guys.
because I'm scared that it's going to be like too much blueberry.
That's a lot of blueberry.
That
though.
is a
That's
lot of
only
blueberry.
So I
one.
do
But
one
that's
lemon.
good.
It is
because
good.
it is
I
good.
actually really like that.
Doesn't
I might
matter
have
to
to
me.
turn your wipers off.
It's like,
Camera probably.
gross day in New Jersey.
Should we just do it
It
here?
says for 31 minutes. Oh,
Sponsor me.
sponsor me, fucking Hamilton.
Oh, go. No.
No, just expose me.
What is that?
You just exposed yourself. Big time.
Stop! What is that?
It's my bird eating corn.
That's
Luggage is left behind? Where's your
Oh.
luggage?
Oh, is it your air?
my air tag, and I never.
I didn't know
changed
you
it.
were going on a trip. I'm just really upset that I didn't change my phone case today to the Summer I Turned Pretty one.
I have
Because I
a
have
coffee
Conrad.
one. I didn't even realize I had that one too.
Yeah, I had a Conrad one.
I have my Disney one I just bought.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's cute. So now we have a 6-minute montage of just pure chaos.
Oh my god, you are very
They're
organized.
organized in
And you wouldn't even tell us anything about it.
paragraphs. They do not know any of my opinions on it.
Well, I'll introduce them. This is Jess, and this is Cameron.
Hi.
And together we read it in June, and it is July 14th, and we're just now filming the video, but it's okay. We
I
read it.
actually can see when I finished it. I think I finished it the
finished it
first
early.
week of...
I wrote it. I did it on Goodreads.
Yep. Same.
Did you do it on Goodreads?
I always do it. Wait. 28 Summers. I finished it.
I read it
20th.
June 9th to June 13th.
June
Wait, how do you-
2nd to June 20th.
I don't add the days that I start it because it gives me anxiety, but I did finish it in June 2nd.
Okay.
Well,
Finished it. I think I
June
started.
2nd.
Yeah, I read it in 2
Did you
days.
start it? No, you didn't start it earlier.
No, I started June 1st. So I read
you finished it that fast? I didn't
Yeah.
even realize you finished it that
Yeah.
fast.
Because I was dog sitting. There was really nothing else.
And I started it the day you finished it.
I don't rate my books. This is a very unpopular opinion, but I don't rate my books either. Like, because I don't feel like anybody follows me, so why am I gonna rate them? So I just
rate mine.
like.
I rate mine for my personal.
I don't.
What I wish Goodreads had.
Oh,
though,
apparently I did rate this one. 4 stars.
I wish Goodreads had like the half mark. Because then when
Yeah.
it's like 3.5 stars, it's like you have to choose like, is it gonna be 3 stars on Goodreads or 4 stars on Goodreads?
I've seen a lot of
And I
people
don't
just
like
like
that.
comment.
I do
What
that.
they're
I always
actually
do the comment.
I
You're
feel
one of
like
those
my.
That's for myself though, so I can look
Yeah.
back and be like, I hated this.
I do not comment. I use Goodreads for the bare minimum. I feel like I just add the books that I read, but I don't
use
like
it a
religiously
lot.
follow
Yeah,
it. But if I
yeah.
had to rate the book, I would say 4.5 because I really liked it,
That's
but it's
what I
not like
said.
my favorite book of all time.
I said 4.5, and I'll give you my reasoning. But first, obviously, if you don't know what 28 Summers is by Elin Hilderbrand, if you can't see it, that's it. And I'll read like what the back would be. So, their secret love affair has lasted for decades, but this could be the summer that changes everything. When Mallory Blessing's son, Link, receives deathbed instructions from his mother to call a number on a slip of paper in her desk drawer, he's not sure what to expect. But he certainly does not expect Jake McCloud to answer. It's the late spring of 2020, and Jake's wife, Ursula, how did anyone say her last name?
What's
Did
her?
Gorna say?
I didn't even refer to her as her last name.
Ursula
No,
is,
it's just,
I was like, Ursula D
pretty
is
much.
the
And
front
I was
runner.
picturing Ursula the whole time.
Yeah, me
Like, every time I
too.
read her name, I was
I
like,
was
why
like,
is
she's
she
a purple
purple?
person.
Why is she purple? Is the frontrunner in the upcoming presidential election. There must be a mistake. Link thinks. How do Mallory and Jake know each other? Flashback to the sweet summer of 1993. Mallory has just inherited a beachfront cottage on Nantucket from her aunt, and she agrees to host her brother's bachelor party. Cooper's friend from college, Jake McCloud, attends, and Jake and Mallory form a bond that will persevere through marriage, children, and Ursula's stratospheric political rise, until Mallory learns that she's dying. Initial thoughts. Like, just throw it out. I rated it 4.5 stars.
I rated it 3.
Mine was 4.5.
Jess.
I liked it. Like, I liked the story, but it just pissed me off.
Actually, I have an
Like,
overall
I'm like,
thing.
you're just be together. It's not that hard to be together.
That's what I
That's
thought.
what pissed me off
I have
most.
I have that written. That's
Like,
the one thing I
that
have
is
written
one of
Her
down.
the things
writing was
that I
good.
have.
Her writing was good.
Mhm.
I did like it. I just didn't have an urge to pick it up again.
Okay.
But I
feel
did
that's
like it. So I'm at a good
Middle.
half point.
You like
That's
forgot
why I-
about reading it. You're like,
yeah,
oh.
that's why I was like, oh yeah, I'm reading this book. That's right. Let me pick it up again. Like, it was okay.
Okay.
Wasn't my top, but it was okay. It's a good summer book. I do have
Yeah.
to say it's a good summer book, but not for me.
I wrote how it captures the real feelings that kind of people go through, like knowing that you can't be with somebody, but like you want to, and obviously like they both had kids, and I feel like they just waited too freaking long.
That's what I
like you already
thought.
have kids now at this point, and like to go back and forth. And then I thought it needed at least an epilogue chapter in it because they
Yeah.
just like left off and like Jake
When
and
their
Ursula
kids
are
met each
still-
other.
Yeah,
I
it's
And like
just,
that was it. Like bye.
like it's just there's no ending. I feel like.
Like you don't know when she dies, how he was when she
Exactly.
did. Like we need like a 5 years after or something
if,
like that.
If she wrote a book about their kids, I would read that.
Yeah.
I would definitely.
yeah, like
read
there
that.
needs to be either a second book or at least an epilogue chapter.
like an extended,
bon-
like a bonus epilogue
Yeah.
she releases.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Mhm.
I would love that. Agreed.
Well, I was annoyed when they couldn't be together after that wedding. Before they were married,
Yeah.
everything, when they were dancing at the wedding. Was it Cooper's first wedding? Or who's, it was Cooper.
knows. He was in so many
I
different
think he had
weddings.
seven.
He had a lot.
I said,
Yeah.
but you have to blur out my F word.
It's
You
okay.
have to cut that out.
Okay.
That's bad.
That's bad. Well,
bad.
I think it was Cooper's first wedding, and they were dancing. I don't understand why they couldn't just be together then.
And
Like,
Ursula was
Agreed.
there too.
And she
I
knew.
saw
She
it.
was like, "Who is that?"
Mhm.
Like, looking for
Like,
her
she
because
was
I would have
just
dragged them
And
off
she
the
like did
dance
not
floor.
care. I was
No.
like, "Why
Couldn't
didn't you
be me.
care?"
And when
Couldn't
like
be me.
when the part when she freaked out too, I was like, I feel like this isn't a proper freak out. Like you have
No.
everything's in front of you, and she was like, no, it's not happening. But
Their
I mean,
love was not real.
I guess that does happen. Like you just don't want to believe it.
It was just
Yeah,
easy
so-
for them. I think that's why they stayed together, because it was like we've just known each other for so long and we have
Like
so
a
much
comfort
history.
thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we're just like friends. Like I
I
think
do-
that's how it was for them.
I do have to say, when they first started talking and everything, like that was the cutest thing ever. When they called each other on the phone and they had the song together. I forget the name of it, but how like they first met in real life and everything, that story, that was so cute. Like, if it continued in a positive way after that, I would have loved it.
Yes.
I would have
I actually wrote, Jake was a weenie. If you didn't love Ursula, then leave. Like, literally, I literally wrote that.
You're so cute with
Jake
that.
was a weenie.
No, I love how she
I don't
has
even know if
statements
that's,
and then
like,
she explains her
work.
statements underneath of it. That is so cute, Cam.
But I did write. I did write, though. Going back to Ursula, I did like her.
No, I felt bad for her.
I liked
she
her.
did not deserve that.
No, she didn't.
I found myself to be very similar to her.
Mhm.
Because she was, like, very,
She's a
like,
tough girl.
work-related thing, but she was a she was a bad mom!
Yes,
She was a bad mom. She like,
She
did not
did
care.
have a good moment, though,
Yeah.
when she, like, stood up against that whole thing with
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
She
And
was
she, like,
not.
stood by her daughter's side and was like, oh, yeah, okay. But, like, that, I was like, okay, proud of you there. Proud of you
Yeah.
there.
But,
I
like,
did feel bad for her though.
she
Yes.
shouldn't have had kids if she's going to be running for, like, what was she, a senator or a congresswoman?
Yeah, then she was gonna be the president.
Yeah,
She
so,
was
like, if
running
you
for
were doing
president,
that, like, I feel like, and this could be an unpopular opinion as well, and people are probably going to comment on it, but, like, I feel like a mom and a husband, like, being a mother and a father is completely different to a child's, like, depending on your job. I feel like the mother has to be there more than the father. Like, it sounds terrible, but I feel like
No, like, I
every
get where
kid
you're
needs
coming
their
from.
mom, and, like,
And every kid needs their dad, but they need
the
Yeah,
father
different
figures are
ways.
known for, like, working and doing that kind of stuff, so, like, I don't know. Like,
I
I
get
liked
what
that it
you're
was the
saying,
role,
yeah.
but, like, she took her work way too seriously.
That's also how all of us are though. We all
all-
have the very similar like
Yes,
thought that
like,
that's
I
how
just-
it like should
That
be.
It could just
like, mom
be,
should take
like,
care of the kids, dad should make
how
money.
we grew up, but
But
like,
Yeah.
still, like, yeah, I get that.
I like her as a person though for doing that and like doing something that she wanted to do, but I was like, well, if you're gonna do that, then you still have to make time for your daughter, not just like pick up and leave and go on a business trip and leave her home.
Exactly. There was questions in the back of the book, and now I forgot to bring the book.
Well, while you look, I can look up. I could talk about chapter 9, summer number 9, which was 9/11, which was my favorite. It wasn't my favorite chapter, but I
did
I
like
love
that
that
chapter.
chapter.
That one
Chills
I
for that
yeah,
one.
That
that
chapter
one
was
I
crazy.
flew through because I was like, okay, like,
And I
This is
wasn't even
interesting.
like we were alive, but like
We were
we
little.
were like what? Not even 1 yet.
it was
Nope.
it was
And I was, like,
I was
September.
like
9
11
months.
months old
Yeah.
when that happened.
Yeah, and I was like 9 months old. But
So
like
I was, like,
everybody
10
talks
months old.
about it still, but I liked reading it.
Kids now don't even like
understand anything,
Mm-mm.
and I'm like, oh, okay. Like you said, you were gonna read that Falling book, right? By
I read like a few
I don't think I could read
chapters of it, and I had to stop because I got so scared that I was never going to be able to go on a plane again.
exactly,
I
and
didn't
I
read
feel like
that
that's like a reason. It's about like a plane getting hijacked.
Mhm.
That's
And it was
insane.
scary.
Yeah, I can't read
it was
that.
very scary. And she wrote a second book too.
Sorry,
still-
I'm trying to read.
It's okay.
How did you guys feel about the fact that they were obviously Mallory wasn't like really in like relationships like Jake was with Ursula? How did you feel that every year he just went to see her and they acted like nothing was ever happening? First of all, how did you feel like with her? Because like I was kind of annoyed with her for that. Like you're like cool with like him having a wife and a kid, or how did you feel like from his perspective? Like how did you feel about
I feel
the
like
same
I'm-
time next year
Because
thing?
my seat's like far up that I'm like in the
Yeah, move it back. You got
in the
plenty of room.
camera. Like that's so much better.
You're
Yeah.
good.
So how did you feel about it? I'd be mad if I was
would-
Ursula. Like I
Wait, like
not chill.
found out that
Yes,
he was
like I
going
feel
there?
like even when she called, was it her? It was her father that passed away, and she called the
the house.
yeah, she called the house, and she answered. It was her answering machine or something.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you
she-
think
it was
I wouldn't have gotten in the car right then and
Yeah,
there?
that I was like, yeah, a little.
Like,
and that's
who
what
the hell
makes me
is
think
this?
that their
Yeah.
love wasn't real. She really didn't care for him.
It was just
It
easy.
was just like
It
the
was just a
popularity kind of thing.
fling.
And she was so busy that it was like,
Oh, well.
I don't care.
Well, conspiracy theory. Wasn't she sleeping with her coworker?
Yes, she
Yeah,
was.
she
They
was.
So
said
that's
it.
why she didn't care.
That's
so-
true. See, that's the other
See,
side
that's,
of
like,
it.
Another thing. Like that's
Yeah,
why
like,
she didn't
she
care.
also
She's like, I'm
was in
doing
the
the same
wrong
thing.
thing.
I can't get mad.
Mhm.
So that's where I kind of saw it. So I was like,
But I
oh,
mean, she
whatever.
kind
I
of
don't
had
really
to
care.
stop because of what happened. So.
But I
Yeah, because
don't-
he moved,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he moved to New York, right? Is
Yeah,
that why
and
they
she's, like,
stopped, or
upset
is
about
it?
it.
he wanted to go work at the firm in New York.
No, she got pregnant.
With his baby.
Isn't
Or
no?
it
She's pregnant, so we still don't know if that her daughter is Jake's or that guy's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think she was kind of like leaning towards the side that it was because she looked a lot like him.
Yeah.
But I mean, she never. That's another thing too. She never got that figured out.
Yeah.
That I was like, ooh. Like,
Speaking of kids, I love Frasier. I loved him.
oh my
I
God,
loved
he
Frasier
was
so
so
much.
good.
I was like,
He
he
was
is
such a
so
good
cute.
dad. He was such a good dad. He was like such a good role model for him too. And like when he wanted, what was it? when Link like didn't want to go, and he's like, he's a kid, let him do what he wants.
Yeah, it was like good co-parenting.
It was.
Like,
They
they
were
both
really
got
good
along.
co-parents.
Obviously, it was an accident. It was
Wait,
literally
I was
a one
shocked
night
by
hour
that.
thing.
I was shocked by that though. Like I wasn't
like
expecting
for them
her
to
to.
like go off.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as Ursula was like at the wedding and she was puking and all that in the bathroom, and Mallory was like, oh, I was kind
I
of just
thought
like.
Ursula said that it wasn't.
She started to confess to her.
And then
And then the
stopped.
bride came
Yeah.
in, and then the bride came into the bathroom, and she kind of was like, "Oh shit."
So I can only believe that it's not him.
Yeah. No, the part that got me, and I literally gasped at the book, was the whole Mallory's parents.
Oh my God! Stop! For some reason I forgot what you were talking about. That hurt.
Gasped
I was
so
reading,
loud.
Oh,
and
when
I was
they-
like,
yeah.
I like threw my book, and I was like,
say that this is spoilers.
Yeah,
because
I was just
yeah.
gonna say that. I
This
was like,
is-
you gotta put like,
sorry,
spoilers.
don't watch.
I did not even know what this book was about. Like we all just bought it, and then we were like, oh, let's read it. And like I had no idea what it was even about, and I was like, okay.
And
well,
now I can't stop thinking about it. I think about this book all the time.
I love this book.
I bought like I think 4 more of her books since then.
Do I
Really?
think
That
it
was my first book that I read from
Do
her.
I think it was like hard to like get into at first?
Yes.
Because like the
Her writing
pages
is
are
so
so long.
Yes.
And like the third person writing style, okay, like that's fine. Like I feel like fantasy's always in like third person, and
Yeah,
like it's
that's
easier
true.
because it's like a lot of the setting.
Yeah.
But like the way it's like broken down, and I also like how she added like things that happened in the world like that
The
summer.
little like blurb at the front.
Yeah, like when
this
she
is
did
what we
like
were talking about.
coronavirus happened, I was like, oh my god, like this is now I can relate
I
to
got
it
so
being
excited
that
when
it
they
was-
said the thing about Friends, like all their names. I
Oh
was
my
like, oh my god, no way.
No, I like to read
That was
about
cool
them.
though. I
No,
also
I like
spilled
that.
coffee all over my arm and some on your car. Sorry, Cam.
Oh, it's
I don't know
okay.
how the heck I just did that.
Oh, it's okay.
But I mean, it's me, so it makes sense.
I have
So many.
I'm very organized because I knew I was gonna forget about it. Like I read this a month
I
and a
know.
half
I'll
ago.
do this for float.
I have to
I'll-
do that for float.
So
Definitely,
I
because-
said Fifi, was that her best friend's? What
Oh,
was her
Yes,
best friend's
I
name?
think that was her.
her best friend.
It started with an L, didn't it?
Oh, the girl.
Leland.
Leland. So
I love when
Leland's
she went,
girlfriend,
Leland is
Fifi.
dead to me. Oh my
I
God.
said Fifi was a character that could have had so much potential.
Yes, she could have. She really
Because
could've.
why did she come back, right? So she's like flirting with Mallory, like
Yeah.
getting a little cozy, and Mallory's, I don't swing this way. She's like, I'm straight. I only love Jake.
Pretty much.
So then her and like Leland have like this like falling out or whatever, like they don't really talk, and Fifi flies back to where Mallory is, and she's like, oh, like you need to like talk to her about something. I wrote it down.
Yeah,
thought that
because
was
she wanted
weird.
to have a kid. That's what it was. She wanted.
Oh, they
to have-
broke up.
They broke up.
They
Yeah.
broke up, and she's like,
Or
you
they
need to
were
be there to
about to
comfort her.
break.
Well, why didn't you just call her? Like, why did
Yeah,
you
I
have to
thought
fly all the way
that
down
whole
there?
thing was weird.
I think she did that. I think the reason that she did that was because she wanted to see how it was like for Mallory with
raising
her-
a kid herself.
herself, and wanted to see how like she did it.
Okay,
and
makes
to
sense.
get because then she ended up doing that.
I feel like because that happened after the fact that she was trying to get like all comfy cozy with her, that
was
I
a
was
little
like,
odd.
But I think that like she could have had more, because she only popped up in like 3 different summers, 2 summers.
The first summer was a little interesting.
When they were like literally getting naked in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
When she
well, here we
licked
go.
her finger after she cut it,
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
with
like,
sucked on
Mallory's finger. Like I
Mallory's
was like,
finger.
what is going on?
and then
so
Leland saw it, and then the next morning they were fighting butt naked.
like,
and
but
Mallory was like, peace. She literally was like, I'm leaving. You can have the car. Bye. And she left that whole day.
like it would be cool if like Fifi and, or like they could have done like Cooper and Leland getting married, or like doing something like that. Like he always had a new girlfriend, or like Fifi and Cooper.
he stressed
like,
me out.
He did too. Like every time it was like Cooper's getting married again, I was like, huh. And I'm shocked there.
Like, this
he
is very
can't-
expensive, these
he's-
weddings that
yeah.
you keep having.
The last note that I have was Bayer, in her date with Bayer, who was actually
Oh.
linked to Ursula somehow.
Yes, that was
Oh,
And
great.
that's
that-
how they got. I said he would
With the boat.
definitely
He's with
be
the boat,
Lord
right?
Farquaad or a male Edna Mode.
Yeah,
Like he just reminded me of that.
he gave off that.
He
like,
just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And those are all.
What'd you think of the cop? Was he a cop? Or a firefighter?
No.
Bayer was a.
No, not him. The other guy.
Who was the cop? What was his
The
name?
Was
cop
he a
that Mallory
cop?
was talking
Was
to.
he a
That
cop?
was the first. No.
Or he came when the
He was-
when the fire happened. Like I think it was the next summer.
Yeah, that's when the candles.
The candle
yeah.
thing. So was he a fire? I don't remember what he
I'm
was.
looking it up.
He wasn't. Bayer was the one that had the boat and he
No.
got away.
No, I know. I was gonna talk about the other guy though.
Oh,
Like I didn't like him.
I didn't like it.
JD.
JD.
Yeah.
That, we talked
JD
about that
was
too.
a.
Who was the sweet
He was
one?
a cop, I believe.
Wasn't there one that was really sweet and it was like he wanted to get married? The guy who sold her the car, where she
Yes.
got the car from.
What was his name?
Bayer was the one who had kids and was cheating on his wife.
Yeah, with the boat.
No, there was
Yeah.
another one.
And then
I
there
remember
was-
she saw him at the beach.
Hold on,
Yes,
I'm on
and the
that.
dog ran up to her or something, right? And I felt so bad for him because
Because
all,
she was gonna get married. He was gonna propose to her.
yeah,
And she backed out because she loved Jake.
and Jake was off just like living his life, and she's like, I can't love anybody but him.
Anders dies.
Yeah, he's the one that dies.
Yes,
in 9/11.
that's his name.
No, Anders is the one.
Yeah, no,
Anders
I'm
was
sorry,
the one
that's
that she worked
Ursula. I
with.
couldn't remember
Yes, yeah.
Ursula's fling.
That's Anders. And then
Hold
what
on.
was the other guy's name? I don't remember.
Leland, Ursula, Cooper. Cooper's a good brother, I think.
Yeah.
He was a good brother.
He's like, I don't know what's
I
going
felt
on.
bad for him when she put him in that
Oh.
situation.
Jake didn't go to her parents' funeral.
Yeah.
That
That
pissed
bothered
me.
That bothered me.
off.
Because not for nothing, even if he didn't go for her, like,
Go
Cooper's
for-
his best friend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go there very fast. And having a parent who passed away, people who didn't come, it pissed me off. Like
I
just
felt bad
saying,
for Ursula in that situation too.
when she went there,
Like
That
it was
was
good for
good
her.
of her.
I was proud of her for doing that, but like
that's a
I
lot.
felt bad for her at the same time.
Yeah. What did we think of the ending? Like, let's, because I know we mentioned it, like that we were like, wow, that really like cut off very quickly. But
I mean, it
Truthfully,
was good
what
for
did you
Jake
think?
to like just drop everything and go. I was happy he did that and went to her. But they should have just been together the whole time.
it really irked me that they didn't just like say
No.
screw it and live on Nantucket together. Like in
Literally,
the
he
very
should have been
beginning,
like, I'm sorry, Ursula, but
like
this is how I
27
feel."
summers ago, they should have done that.
Shaking
That
it.
was 7 summers ago.
But I would like to read a book about their kids together
Yeah.
because clearly they were like, oh hey, oh
or
hey,
at least friendly with each other. But
yeah. Or like you said, an extended epilogue or something like that would have been cool.
something.
That's it. That was our thoughts on it. So we'll meet back up at the end of July to talk about Float by Kate Mercant, which that's our July book club read. So thanks for watching, and yes, we'll see you later. Bye.